So I am a mum and I'm at home during this lockdown period, and I am taking every opportunity I can to be intentional about modeling to my children and those around me that we can have a hope in this time. Being intentional about speaking out the truth, choosing to be as generous as possible with my time, with my money, and with my knowledge to those that are around me.
Hello guys, I've just been thinking about ways I can spread hope, and every Sunday our mother lets us use her phone just to send messages of encouragement to our friends. Thanks, bye!
So me and my cousins usually do meetups every morning or every evening to spend time together and to get exercise.
Hi, as a businessman during this time, I have been able to encourage a lot of my clients that my hope is in Jesus, and I've been able to help them to look at business in a different way and to be able to pray with them and encourage them in this time. And it has been my great privilege to be able to do that with clients that I would never have had opportunity to pray with before.
So as a scholar during this time, especially in matric, there's been a lot of negativity and stress circling around on what the future holds and what our grades might be like at the end of the year. So I've been taking every opportunity, even with my atheist friends, to mention the fact that God has a plan and it's far greater than we can ever imagine. I've also taken the time to spread the hope that we can find peace in God during this time and trust in.
So my two boys have really taken the gospel to different people. Shaden has been helping friends that are non-believers. He's been taking people to buy groceries. He's been giving friends money, helping them out. And Poopy's been randomly buying groceries for people on the street. We've been praying for our non-believer friends and families. Some of them not taking it too well. Yeah, and just being there and showing Christ's love in everything we do.
Good morning. It's lovely to be with you again. We're at the final stop of our little mini-series we did about Acts chapter 12. And we're looking at the story of Peter's miraculous escape from prison and a few things we felt God highlighting from that point that he wants us to be focused on during this time prophetically. And the first was that we need to be awake. We need to be alert. We need to be ready to respond to our captain and king when he speaks. And in doing so, we're going to be able to be effective in reaching out and in advancing his kingdom during this time. The second thing was that we need to be clothed with courage, with compassion, and with creativity. And then the last thing that I want to focus on today is that we need to be a people who have the shoes on and the shoes of readiness to preach the gospel. And so I want to read to you from Romans chapter 10, in verse 14. It says, "How can they call on him they have not believed in? And how can they believe without hearing about him? And how can they hear without a preacher? And how can they preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news." And so we want to be a people during this time who bring the good news, who share the hope that is inside each one of us as believers, and who shine the light of Christ into this dark world. So the challenge is for you today to consider, how can I share the hope that is inside of me? How can I, where I am, with the influence that I have, with the giftings that I have, how can I share this hope of Jesus Christ, this glorious message of salvation that we have in him? How can I share this with those around me, with those I have connection with, and with those I am at home with? This message is not just for those who are older in years, but it's for all of us, no matter what age. If we know Jesus, we are able to share that knowledge of him with those around us. Let us be a people who boldly proclaim the hope that is inside our hearts. God bless you and have a wonderful day.